Okay, hello everyone. Let me turn off that music. I'm Guillaume Lambert. I'm the host of Stop Losing, Start Trading. This is the uh, show we do 3 times a week where we go over options trading concepts. We discuss trades. We don't Anything we say is not financial advice, but the intern sometimes listens to us. They have been trading over the past 6 months, and yeah, this is just a way for us to contextualize the current news, have this be the driver of some options trade, but also how to manage these trades. If they go against us, maybe the intern portfolio is down, but deep down, it was all part of the plans that they're farming potential airdrops. Who knows? Here, we help here with me with Harry helping steering that ship is Rosalie, aka Crypto Queen. How are you doing today, Rosalie?
Good, good. I'm doing well. Lots of new all-time highs this week, and altcoins seem to be doing a little bit better. I'm always checking, and I'm still down on a lot of my altcoins, but I think I'm slowly recovering now.
I mean, Bitcoin did get 120K all time high. I got the notifications last night. For some reason I thought it was higher than that, but no, 120K is the new all time high. Very exciting. I think ETH is maybe going sideways. Solana had a good run over the past few days, but definitely some nice price action. Um, yeah. So which which one of your altcoin holdings hurts the most? Look at the PnL.
Oh, I don't even know. I invested. I'm very good at buying at all-time highs. I think probably like Chainlink, maybe.
I mean, yeah, it's a long term bet. Don't worry. It's probably a good play. Maybe I haven't looked. So yeah, same. Most coins are neglected and not traded that much. I feel like perps to some extent get away. Like speculators will speculate on perps. Very little of it transfers to actual buying and selling of spot. So the price is, I'm not sure, very boring because of that, where it has practically no real flow. If you want to speculate on the price, trade perps. Um, I would not go 100x Chainlink, but maybe if you want to do it, then yeah, a perp is a very good vehicle for that. Maybe yeah.
I'm too scared. I need some downside protection.
Exactly. Options. And actually, since we're here, let's actually look at the chain link markets. I think, yeah, without going to the, let me go here and share. But yeah, the beauty of Panoptic is that you can trade any asset. In our case, could be chain link, could be a uni token, anyone. If there is a Uniswap pool, we can trade it. Link, I'm pretty sure, was created as a pool. Not sure if people were trading it. Wait, which one has the most TVL? Yeah, we still. Let's actually have a quick look. I like the Panoptic interface because I think we show the liquidity a bit better than Uniswap's new way. And I always like to look at where liquidity is located. How is it uh, kind of distributed in terms of the current price? We show the IV as well. So whenever you want to trade something on the option side, knowing the IV is good, and maybe we haven't talked too much about this, but if Rosalie, I throw you to the wolves now, looking at the Uniswap stats box here, IV percent, IV rank. Do you like? How would you trade this, or how would you have questions about the numbers here? How do you feel about this specific?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I would trade this. It seems to be pretty kind of on the higher side in terms of IV, but pretty, I think, yeah, looking at that kind of tells me the IV percentile is lower. So I do not know what log IV means, but
Yeah. So the log IV is a new number we added, maybe a bit stealthily. IV percentile about above 50%, I think, is a good signal for trading. And we're selling volatility. We want to see more, maybe frothiness in the market. So IV percentile above 50 is a good metric. The IV rank, if you listen to Tasty Trade or Tasty Live, they use 30 as an IV rank, where if it's above 30, you should participate. Here we take the log IV rank, and I think it scales the same. So above 30 to 40, I would also say it's a good signal for trading. Because if you were to just look at the IV on its own, 63%, if you don't trade Link every day, you don't know if it's high or low. Here, the IV percentile and IV rank tells you quite a lot. And liquidity actually pretty well distributed. You have this wider one, which is, I don't know, old people that haven't looked at it in a while, but you do have good amount of concentration, quite narrow if you ask me. So it's actually quite well managed. So there's, can we see here? There's probably like, almost $1 million worth of ETH here at the current price, which is great. Maybe Intern could do it, but yeah, that would be a good trade, a good pool to trade for sure. Um,
Definitely.
let's
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Chainlink. So that's why I bought the tokens, but we'll see.
You can do covered calls. You can do a lot of stuff. If you have tokens in your balance as well, you can use this on chain to use it as collateral. As again, these different markets they have some funds, but then if you're the only one in the chain link, then you may be stuck with covered calls. But that's fine. We have a lot of markets on the lower side, and then most of it comes from that E to SEC pool. This is our biggest pool, but also the one where we have more positions down. Oops, down on the on the day here. Um, yeah, do you want to see what's going on here? Maybe
Yeah, definitely. I was looking earlier. I think it's just time to wait a little bit. But yeah, let's see if we need to manage
we
any of
have
it.
three positions open, 2 days old, 2 days old, one a few hours old. I guess Intern woke up this morning, very bullish. The one that is maybe the less worrisome in my case is maybe this one because we're somewhat bullish. We created a spread, and this one just has to go up to make money. Price has gone down, which is kind of fine up and down. It's down on the week, so I can imagine that if you're bullish, price goes down, you lose. Luckily, we're earning premia all the time, so this is also great. We're buying an out of range option. Might come in range soon, but for now it's not. So we're still earning fees. And this one is shorter dated. This one is longer dated. So we do have kind of a good fee capture being directional. Again, if we're keep that assumption, we can make about $150 now because the price has gone down. It's a bit different, but yeah, this one's good. The other one I think is a intern going rogue, but this is fine. We have a straddle which does capitalize on price action. This is the straddle here. Um, yes. We haven't traded those a lot, but yeah, how do you feel about that type of position?
Yeah, I prefer to do strangles. I feel like this was quite yeah, quite the bullish move there. I feel like it's just gonna kind of stay in that red zone and um for a while. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, and if you were to think about selling a straddle, would it have been the reverse? Would it have been 12% up, kind of very, very mirror side? This one is betting on the price leaving the 3,200 to 4,000 range. Our break-even points now is quite high, maybe 3,900. So I would say that this is a okay position. I would say that again, we're dead in the middle. This is the worst case scenario. If price keeps going back and forth, then that might be a position we need to close or remanage. But it's been 2 days. There was a lot of momentum going. Maybe we'll see. Could go either way. It's could go down again. I would say suggest maybe till Friday to see how this behaves. But yeah, definitely not the best case scenario. And yeah, maybe the other one is the call spread that we bought. This is, as I mentioned, this is something you see quite often in trading, which is buying a call outright has you pay a lot of premium. Here we bought a call, but also sold another one. And that means we pay less in terms of fees because we're buying, but then it's overlapping with this. And it also is quite bullish. We tend to make a lot of money if it goes up, but then if it goes down, we cap our losses. So this one, we're paying again a little bit, So we say, yeah, this is going down, but we're only paying a third of Uniswap fees because we have two positions. Um, yeah, this is not something we've traded often, but yeah, is that how do you feel about this position as well?
I think this one's fun. I think both the call spread and the put spread makes sense, kind of utilizing the low fees. And for the other one, we're not paying yet. So I think these are fine. And it's good to have bullish sentiment. I'm wondering if maybe we need to create another strategy to kind of offset this bullish sentiment at the moment, but maybe
Yeah,
it's
because
just time
we're,
to wait.
we're pretty quite bullish because we have some ETH in our account and these are bullish. We've been burned a little bit by trying to be neutral, so but it's fine. We could probably sell either a call or what is a covered call to neutralize these deltas. Let's have a quick look at the PnL now that I realize it's probably going to be extremely. Oh, actually, it's not too bad. Let me see. This is the PnL. If we include deposits, that might be where we have quite a bullish trend. If the price collapses, we have limited losses, which is great. That straddle helps. But yeah, if this is your PnL, are you okay with that PnL, or you would like to be even more?
I would like
Beefy?
to figure out a way to also make money towards the 3000 ticker a little bit more, but other than that, like I'm very happy with this.
Okay. Yeah, because I think we might be approaching like with 39% still good in terms of margin utilization. One way that I would do is to set a call option. Call option will lift this curve a little bit, shift it because you have kind of a downside, but you can imagine that this could also create a profit zone in that area. If the price goes the other way, we have about one ETH worth of delta here that we have to balance. But yeah, let's do a quick trade, which is let's neutralize what looks like one, maybe three quarters of an ETH worth of call. If we were to sell this, we still have maybe the max being around 3,000, and that could be one where we have some protection on the uh, yeah, we do benefit by going down. It's quite bearish, but we have other trades that offset this. Um, maybe that's it. Do you really want to neutralize and yeah, get some profit if the price keeps going down? That would be a great way to
Yeah,
do it.
I think so. I feel like with ETH, it climbs slower, and so people are quick to sell when it goes up, and so it kind of yeah, I have a feeling like it might go down a little bit more before it goes back up, and so I think
Yeah.
this would be good.
Okay, so I'm gonna be kind of sharing this. Yeah, we have this position, which is kind of a call. Again, when it's quite straightforward how to set this up when you have a. Yeah, we can actually narrow down either one of those strikes to earn a bit more. It's not much. Maybe weekly. No, that's right. I would go there. That might be a slightly better position. Sorry about the that, but yeah, that might be a better position because we're on the earning a bit more. This is the other one. Either one looks fine. Getting some protection if the price goes down, earning fees because it's a call. In that case, earning 1% more than Uniswap. And if the price goes up, we have a straddle on the other side that will still be positive. So this is kind of hedged in a way.
Yeah, I think this is good. Never know what's gonna happen.
Yes. Let's have a very quick look at one other position, I think, which was the. I don't know what the ratio did, but I'm also curious about the ratio trade.
Yeah, yeah.
This is it. Down a little bit. This is in weird token, but yeah, this is it. Let's see. Down a little bit. It's a small position, but this is betting on the ratio of ETH to BTC. And I think that all-time high of of BTC, I'm sorry, made it go down a little bit. Still fine, still in range. Are you also kind of do you maintain a bullish sentiment on the ratio, or you think now?
Yeah, I think I maintain a bullish sentiment. This is a monthly option, right? So I don't think there's anything to worry about yet, depending on how much we're.
Yeah, exactly. And then we're about earning, I'd say, like 2% in fees in a couple of days. How many? 2 or 3 days? Actually, pretty good. Yeah, we have some level of if it's in that range, we make money. I'd say it's also fine. Um, yeah, I think again the other positions are also brand new. There's not much to worry about. The all-time high of Bitcoin meant the original went down, but it's fine. I would say that this is not something to worry about too much. Maybe setting up that hedging trade would be great for intern, but yeah, otherwise it's one of those where we just have to be patient and wait.
Definitely. Yeah, sounds good.
All right, yeah. Oh, so we kept it short. Now we're back to the second half, which is options hour. Thanks so much, Rosalie. Yeah, happy trading. And yeah, see you on Friday.
See you on Friday.
Welcome to Options Hour. Well, we're going to cover some of the in the news events going on in the crypto space here. It's great to see the interns portfolio and even though BTC has been on the rise, I think ETH has been rising up a bit more there.
But yeah,
So
and I think the weekly high was probably like late Sunday, I think on Monday, and Bitcoin now is following. So I don't know who's driving what, but it seems like the projection has been great for ETH for sure. But yeah, Bitcoin
yeah,
is not out of the contender yet.
I guess we can check the dominance chart too, which should follow.
Oh,
But
yeah. I mean, so you had these like even Cardano, Ripple, all of those went up too. So I would not be surprised if the dominance is on the way down, way down. But yeah.
oh yeah, good point. I think let's see. Well, let's take a quick look. They have it isolated to just the Bitcoin ETH dominance.
Ooh, okay.
Um, so how does this work? If we look at the black, um, oh, it looks like this might be old data. I forget Coin Glass. Let's
Okay.
see, June 22nd, and we're in July. Yeah, I think this went down. That's unfortunate. We can't see
Oh,
there, but
but yeah, I think TradingView. If you look at TradingView, it's one of those that people kind of easily. The second link. Yeah. No, but I think there's a Bitcoin dominance chart in TradingView.
oh, this one. Oh,
Or
Ethereum dominant. Got to price it in the right asset, right?
we dominate at 11%. This is great.
But over what is this? Over one month, like
Yeah, I
yeah.
think if you, I don't know if we can change the ticker, but it's BTC.D.
Let's see. Or if you have it pulled up, we can share that
Okay,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah, BTC.D would be the.
Let's see. Right here. Bitcoin market cap dominance. Yeah, look at this big fall here. 66 to 61. Recovered at 60 and a half.
We're back to where we were early this week. Yeah, I mean it's. I don't know how much the ETH treasury stocks and stuff always makes a bit worried. Me a bit worried because I don't know how sustainable it is, and if it collapses, then the price will probably be extremely impacted. So it's fine to have buyers, but at some point, yeah, there needs to be an exit. Michael Saylor has been able to write this bull, I guess, for like years. We'll see how much of that is self fulfilling. Like Treasury make money when it goes up, so it goes up because they buy a lot. So that's the type of way. But yeah,
Indeed, there is. I don't know how their treasury management practices go, but if they've made a lot of money, it sounds like they've taken on more risk than normal. So,
yeah.
as we know, okay. Well, wanted to go over a couple of pieces in the news here. The first one being the USDC on Hyperliquid doubling to $4.9 billion. So we take a look here at this chart of USDC on different blockchains. Obviously, Ethereum is in the lead here with lots of usage. Some of that coming from DeFi and other markets at 39 billion. Solana's next at about almost 8 billion. But the cool part is here we see a app chain, if you want to call it that, Hyperliquid on its own, almost reaching that of Solana, 60-ish% of Solana. So 5 billion as we're speaking here on Hyperliquid. So there's more USDC on Hyperliquid than there is on Base and Arbitrum. at this time. So lots
So
of
wait, so the what's the TVL in? So Hyperliquid is its own chain, but I'm sure a lot of the activity is on Hyperliquid, the app. I looked.
yeah.
I don't know if it's wrong. I looked on DeFi Llama. They only have 500 million of TVL, or maybe I'm not looking at this
Oh,
right.
let's take a look. I mean, let's see what DeFi
I would
Llama.
have expected to be like 90% of it is in Hyperliquid itself, but it seems to be kind of a small fraction. I don't know.
Yeah, that's interesting. So not sure how
Where's
that.
that? What's that USDC doing?
Where is it going? Because there are apps building on Hyperliquid. It's its own chain. Obviously, you can build other things on it, but I would assume that most of it's on Hyperliquid.
And I think Hyperliquid uses USDC as a collateral, so I could imagine that this is the main source.
So we look at
Um,
the HLP, DeFi Llama is saying 360 million, and then you have the spot order book, 170 million. Oh, the perps. Okay, it's showing the volume. So
mystery. I don't know what
anyone
this
knows?
USDC
Let
is
us know.
doing. Yeah, I can
Tell
post
us
in
in
the
the
chat.
comments.
It's weird. Okay.
But on the rise here, so according to our good source from the block, who's saying they have quite a lot more than what it's showing on DeFi Llama. So, okay, well, also in the news, Coinbase launching regulated perpetual style futures. So this news came out just yesterday, or maybe it was like the day before yesterday, but it was this week. This new product specifically for U.S. traders. So before that, I think they already kind of had futures, and then they had perps for non-U.S. traders. But now they're releasing perp-like futures to U.S. traders. And the interesting thing about this product is it does have an expiration technically. So it's that's why they're calling it perpetual style futures and not like just perpetual futures, because these contracts expire in December of 2030. But they have a funding rate at the same time. So I thought that was a interesting way to, I'm sure, wiggle in the loops and hoops of the regulatory bodies to bring this product to U.S. users. So it's effectively functions like a perp, except when it hits 2030, hopefully you're still not holding your perp then, because you might not be
So I
used
feel
to
like this is like the CFTC had a form and said, "All right, describe your new product, fill this, and then we'll approve it." And there was one thing about expiry, and they could not say never. So yes, this is probably
there was
uh,
no drop down.
exactly. Maybe the next CFTC rulebook will have something about non-expiring perpetual instruments, but that's probably just what it means. They just had nothing else to put there, and then since FCC required it, let's put 5 years. They could have put
And
50 years. That would have been funny, but yeah, 5 years also
yeah,
in the future.
5 years is manageable. Yeah, that's probably quite longer than any. Do features ever go past like a year or two? Do you know?
No, again, let me quickly check. But if you like the ES future, which is the S&P most liquid, most traded, the most it can go is maybe 2 years, December 2027,
Okay. Yeah.
but there's like zero open interest. No one has ever traded that on the options chain.
Yeah. Well, this will be the only expiry that they offer. They're not offering
Okay.
shorter ones on this. So it's, yeah, if you read the fine print footnotes, basically on December 2030, they'll issue a second instrument that expires in 2035. So for 1 month, you'll have two instruments you could trade. But I'm sure they're just kind of kicking the can down the road and
Yeah.
saying maybe there'll be even more regulatory clarity by 2030 and we won't have to worry about that. But yeah. So, anyways, you got these nano perps, perp-like products, and they are tradable to the U.S. So, kind of a big indicator of some leaps and bounds here on bringing these instruments to the U.S.
Yeah,
Which is
no, I'll
so
check it out for sure. I don't know if you need to also jump through some classes or hoops to be able to trade those, like many brokerage firms. But yeah, I'll check it out for sure.
maybe you have to learn and earn. Coinbase learn. I
Yes.
don't know. So we'll also check out the Uniswap campaign. So as you know, Uni incentives are running. If you LP into Unichain or Ethereum incentivized pools, for example, this ETH USDC V4 pool on Ethereum is giving a little bit of uni tokens. These have gone down over the past few months, but they're still running and live, and you can do this on Panoptic. So we got some of these pools still running. That was interesting to compare maybe the Uniswap TVL, if we can trust the block figures, of 5 billion. Right now we're at about 5.7 billion across all Uniswap V1, V2, V3, and all chains. So yeah, to give you perspective, Hyperliquid is rising here in perps. Here we have DeFi options, LP equals options. So we got about almost 6 billion in LP shares there.
And that would be like open interest if you want to talk the language of options. So there's $6 billion worth of open interest in Uniswap. Maybe you call this closed interest because you cannot maybe trade it, but yes, at least it's again
unavailable interest.
But yeah, this is definitely the way that we have the way that we can see options slash perpetual options slash derivatives are quite funded in Uniswap, and yeah, we can tap into this in Panoptic.
Yeah, but I think the trend here on derivatives is strong. There's a lot of reason to trade derivatives. The leverage, the ease of access to exposure, and specifically for options and LPs, you get this gamma component where you can make money when you're losing. You can lose less than the people who are trading or holding. So yeah, hedging sounds boring sometimes.
No, but it's
when you're losing less.
It's an orthogonal way to invest. You take on some risks. The risks are quite different from holding a token, from lending it, even like if the only risk maybe is like DPEG or protocol risk. Options and derivatives have a lot more risks, but then you get paid a lot more in terms of what you can earn from it. And yeah, no, I think it's like I was an LP in Uniswap because it was fun. It's not something that you have like.
What was fun about it though? Was it just checking your fees go up, or?
Yeah, checking your fees, adjusting. Like it's like it's a dance almost. If it's just very, very boring, you sit there. There's not much to do and just waiting. Versus trading options, selling options per se. There's an edge to it. Without saying it's gambling, it's like more like a skill that you hone, and as opposed to just try to gamble away. But yeah, I love it. It's very fun. There's always
that's right. It's like gambling small amounts, like so you can play 100 games instead of one game of roulette.
And yeah, one goes wrong, no big deal. 95 goes right, you're kind of happy, but it's not like euphoria on one side and total like depression on the other side.
Is it rigged though?
Is what rigged?
Is the LP game rigged? Or is it a losing EV?
Oh no, I don't think so. I think the even in Panoptic, like there are some times where, especially when there's a big price move, it's hard not to lose money, but that's fine if you can like manage your positions in and out or during that time and sustain. Then it's actually it's I would say it's probably like positive EV for those that are doing it at the level that they're doing it now. Like again, 5 billion. ETH USDC is definitely an over liquid, too much liquidity. You may not earn as much as you should, but actually not too bad if you look at the medium to long tail. Now it starts to be interesting. We're working on a research piece as well, but you can quantify how, not just on the IV side, but the gap between realized volatility, which is what you see in terms of trading, and implied volatility, which is what you see in terms of fees. The cool thing, and you mentioned the uni rewards on Unichain, for instance, and so Unichain base mainnet, you should get the same realized volatility, same price, moves the same way. Beginning and end of the day, it should be matching, so you have kind of the same realized. But the implied is how much trading you have, how much fees you're collecting, how you go from point A to point B. On Unichain might be way different than base, than Arbitrum, than mainnet. And the key point is that the implied now has a much different the range of values is different. Whether different layer twos, different pools on mainnet, same realized, different implied. It's also a game of seeking the best opportunity, and the fees that you get or the rewards you get on Unichain helps in terms of Unity token. It boosts if you want the implied volatility in a way that maybe on base on its own it's not as much, even though it's the same pool. And mainnet as well. If people want to trade, if you want to go from USDC to any token, maybe it gets routed through the ETH USDC pool, gets a lot of organic volume. That's not pure kind of arbitrage. This is also good. So yeah, there is maybe some say too many opportunities, but if you know where to look, where you can actually allocate funds to the right pool, there's actually it's not passive per se, but yeah, once a few days, once a week that you manage is still manageable for most.
Yeah, and I imagine you can extrapolate it to V3 and V4 if you have the same fee tier and you have the same
Yes.
pair on the same chain. They probably have very
And
similar
maybe
art.
V4 the swaps are cheaper, so maybe they get routed there a little bit when you have the gas take into account. Again, when gases are high, maybe the routing is favoring V4. So there's like many things that happen, and arbitrage might still be a good sizable fraction of all trades. But if there's organic trades, then you're almost kind of it helps boost your revenues on the IV side for Uniswap.
So what's the strategy here for LPs? Is it to identify which one's bringing the highest IV, assume the RV is quite similar, and you kind of jump from chain or pool?
Yeah, and then ETH USDC as I said is quite saturated. So even if you go from one the 5 bips to 30 bips, it should be pretty much the same. But if you look at longer range, we talk about the Chainlink pool. I would imagine that Chainlink may have
Mid-range.
a good level of organic trading, good level of activity because people have been holders or actually have been doing maybe selling, maybe buying, but then there's a lot of holders there, so they might be more inclined to trade. And yeah, that could be where IV is high, in every person's iron rank is high, might be the good way to enter it.
Who is buying Link? I'm very curious to know. But
How do
yeah,
you? Yeah, how do you?
12.5 million of volume in the last 24 hours. So
In the Uniswap pool,
in the unit, yeah, across Uniswap stats at least. So this is going to be across different
and
pools.
then if you look at the a lot of it can be just the arbitrage, but if you look at transactions, I think you'll probably see like middle of the road slash
See, selling. Oh no, everyone's bearish.
50K 15 30. It's that might be arbitrage, I'd say. I doubt people that are selling, it might be like a known account, but yeah, you don't sell 40K if you're retail, especially not if you've been holding Link for like months and years.
Right.
uh but if you have anything below 5K, maybe is where my 5,000, yeah, it's my threshold as to okay, this looks like to be a organic trade.
There's a real
Maybe I'm
link
biased,
marine
I
here.
guess.
Yeah. No, I mean theoretically, I think that makes sense. And then you see like this person split their order across 3 in batches
Oh
of
really?
15K. Maybe
We can
sophisticated
stop that.
retail, maybe it's arbitrage. Stock that. Oh no.
Yeah, no, it's actually interesting.
Coming
We haven't done any of this, but there's a if the slippage, like there's a organic flow versus like what is maybe more of the arbitrage flow, but if the slippage is less than the fees, you pay 30 bips. If you're pure arbitrager, you may not want to trade anything that's like less than 30 bips because you cannot arbitrage. But if you're just a seller, you don't care probably what the prices on different exchanges. If the slippage is small, I would imagine this is very organic. And if it's quite large, or at least like 25, 30 bips, you might assume it's arbitrage. So
right. Bring the
yeah.
price in line. Yeah. Well, I think we've had a good options hour here discussing some of the new developments in the regulatory and insurance space. We'll return on Friday to cover some of the best and worst trades. And I guess this week the competition is concluded. So it ended on Monday, our Unichain ETH options trading competition. So congratulations to the winners there. We had $2,000 in USDC. We had over 2 million pips that we rewarded. Fartcoin was the constellation prize for the Biggest Loser, which was fun. So prizes will be distributed later this week. If you are the winner of Fartcoin or the Biggest Shiller, make sure you let us know your kind of wallet details there. And then we'll be sure to send out those
Can we
prizes.
just send them the funds, I guess, or it's because we
Our coins on Solana.
Oh, I see.
You gotta have the Solana. I think they might have messaged us, but just in case you haven't messaged us, let us know if you're listening to this. Let us know your address, and we'll have all the prizes distributed soon. So stay tuned. We'll announce on Discord when that happens. But Friday, we'll go over some of the trades that are just happening organically on our protocol in the ETH and Bitcoin options market. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, no trading competition yet, but we'll have one probably in August. So it's been very popular. I think people have really enjoyed it. So we're looking to bring something back for the community to play around with again. So that's it from my end. But if you have any news or updates or advice before we leave our Pen Optimist till Friday.
Advice: trade responsibly. But yeah, no, there's not much more. Keep trading. Again, we're excited about some new developments. We'll share more as we go through, but yeah, it's gonna be pretty great features what we can do now with options. I'm glad that we can share more in a few months, but yeah, stay tuned. Get over here or on Discord if you want to get also some information. But
That's where the alpha is. So
all right, this was great too. This was. Let me bring this back. All right, Rosalie, and then yeah, stop losing, stop trading. Have a good rest of the day, and yeah, we'll see you on Friday.